What's up, guys? I'm here on a little walk. Feeling like crap. This is my second walk of the day. So, life throws things at you all the time. That's what I want to talk to you about. And sometimes you have to learn how to let things go, and that's including like all the mistakes that you've done in the past, you know. I typically like to do things in a way that kind of bring humor to situations, and lately there's a friend that said that maybe I need to polish my vocabulary a little more. And not in terms of to seem more intellectual or witty or anything like that, just to stop swearing. So that you know, that type of stuff, like I get that criticism all the time, but the criticism that I get it from is from like people that need to polish up themselves, you know. So I really don't listen to them. But this is coming from a credible person, you know. It's just, hey, if you're gonna do something on YouTube, you're gonna put out some content out there, you have to make it accessible for everyone, you know, things that everyone can see, everybody, like kids, entire family. And plus, my family is looking at this too, you know, so I need to kind of like just keep it simple and keep it PG, I guess, for everybody. I have little nieces, so me swearing is just it's unbecoming, it's unacceptable. There's a car waiting for me to cross, I guess. But what they don't know is that my knee fucking hurts. Oh, there goes another F-bomb. I tried bringing my dog with me. Yesterday she messed up my toe. Today she messed up my knee. And I'm really struggling to do this second lap. I actually walked twice. 2 laps in the morning and then 2 laps at night. It adds up to 5.2 miles. So it's 2.6 miles in the morning and then 2.6 miles at night. But I've been lately pushing myself because I want to be able to move better, to be agile. But if I'm going to walk longer distances, I'm going to have to really have a recovery day. Because if I try to push it every day, I don't think that's something that's accessible, especially for someone my size, you know. So I'm getting off topic. I'm way off topic now. I don't even remember what I wanted to talk about. But I guess I wanted to label this like some sort of weird truth telling or whatever. But sometimes you have to really be honest with yourself, right? How did you get here? What exactly happened? You know, what were the elements that brought you to this point? Even right now, I'm a little hasty. I guess I've always been that way, you know. Just gym shorts and a cool t-shirt and some shoes will do fine. Shave every now and then. I had a shave on Saturday for 15, which is, it took me off of my schedule for shaving, which is Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I had to settle for Tuesday and Friday. Yeah, so being apologetic about things is not helpful at all. You're just making excuses, you know. Oh, because of I got sick or whatever. And that's all true. And I was in real serious pain at one point, you know. And people just thought it was in my head because they were tired of me being in pain all the time, you know. And I get it, you know, it's frustrating. And it sucks, you know, because you can't do the things that you used to do. Just moving and doing stuff just wasn't in the books anymore. And really brought me down, because I'm the type of person that at one point I was running not for long distances, but for time. I was running for 2 hours, an hour in the treadmill, and an hour in the elliptical. And I still had energy to do like body weight exercises. So went for that to this fucking Peter Griffin looking guy. You know, it just is almost unimaginable. So, especially for someone like me, you know. Luckily, I'm real stubborn. When I first began my reading journey, I began with the biggest fucking book that I could find. Well, the one that seemed the most interesting, which was Don Quixote, which is a 1,000-page fucking magnum opus, you know. It's a big-ass fucking book. So I started with that, finished it, and it was one of the greatest accomplishments of my life. Because when I finished it, I was like, maybe this is for me, you know? And I did the exact same thing whenever I started walking long distances, which was the beginning of this year. I started walking like two laps a day, 1 in the morning, 1 at night. And then this year, I did 2 in the morning and 2 at night. But before I did that, I did a whopping 4 laps in the morning and 4 laps at night for like 2 days straight, which added up to 10 miles and over 20,000 steps. So I did a shitload of steps. For me, that was another pinnacle, you know, where I said, you know, I don't have to limit myself in the things that I can do, you know. Maybe there's something more than just riding away. And that's essentially what you're doing, you know, when you let yourself go. You know, your pride, everything, you don't have it anymore. People like Goggins and Rogan say things like the animal and you. We always have that. You know, if something happened to my family, the animal instinct in me will fucking flourish. It would come out and it would devour everything in sight. So that almost never leaves you. For the docile person, there's something chemically wrong there, which is what I think would happen to me. And I don't want to apologize for that, because you sound like Goggins says, you sound like a little bitch, just telling yourself those pretty little lies, you know. The reason you're this way is because of you, and you have to own that shit. You have to own it, accept it, and just fucking move on, you know. The things that you can do, the things that you can't do. People will talk shit about you whether you do something amazing or if you fucking fall flat on your face. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what other people think, you know. And sometimes we let those voices guide us. They fucking, like Goggins says, they become these little puppets, right? Little fucking puppet masters. So you have to fucking drop all that shit. You don't need any validation from anybody. You just need validation from yourself, right? Be proud of who you are, your accomplishments, what you did. As a blind person, people too expect you still, you know, expect you to fucking work and to fucking live a life like a normal-sided person, you know. And it's up to you if you want to answer the call. I say fuck yeah, I'm up to the challenge. There's people that have normal vision that had never accomplished a goddamn thing in their life, you know. At least I have a fucking bachelor's degree. Showed up, took me longer than most people, but I was there at the library countless hours, studying my ass off. So what's not to say, you know, that I can't fucking grind? Because I know I can. You know, you do get tired. And that's what happens when you don't pace yourself. You know, you get tired as fuck. I know I should have accepted who I am as a blind person. I'm not a normal person. There's things that I have to do differently, and that's including studying and fucking the job market. You know, I cannot just pick up like anybody else and go become a fucking welder or something. You know, it's not in the money for that. It's not in the books. But I do have other talents, right? For some reason, I've hidden away my creative talent, you know, whether it be writing or music and delve into the world of intellectualism, you know, studying a lot and philosophizing and things like that. But that can only get you so far. You have to have other fucking tools in your toolbox, right? What else can you do? And writing and making music, it's like a fucking hobby for some folks, right? For others, it's not a lifestyle. It's their fucking bread and butter, you know. I have to treat that in that same way, where I'm not just making music to fucking to create like original tracks or whatever, but also to like figure out how to monetize this shit, how to sell it, how to fucking get gigs, play with different groups to make you know, some money and cover bands in every genre, not just rock, but like in fucking Mexican norteño groups or salsa groups or whatever the fuck I can think of, right? Expand. The world is fucking huge and you can do a lot with it if you're smart, you know. And the same thing with writing, which is a new endeavor that I'm gonna fucking place on myself because it's been a fucking sleeping giant, you know, for so long. The things that I want to write about my family, because my family matters a lot to me, and I want the entire world to know them, both the good and the bad, because you have to be honest with this type of stuff, right? It's not just, you know, washing away the sins of our fathers or the sins of our past. If you do that, you will never learn, you will never grow, you know. We can all use a bit of knowledge and wisdom from everybody, from every culture, which is, you know, for me, as a lover of books and history and things like that, I'm very appreciative of all that stuff. So, to get to a point where, luckily, at my age, 37, you don't give a shit about what people say, you know. You get it all the time. And I'm a fucking nervous wreck. You know, I have anxiety and all kinds of shit. So, you know, when people say something, it fucking sticks to me and it haunts me for a little bit. But then I remember that I got a lot of fucking things to be proud of, right? Things that I've done that other people haven't done. So, I gotta take that and channel the energy into positivity. But if I stay in my own head and just fucking sulk all day, then you might as well just fucking be invisible, right? So, time is just a concept. It's not even a real thing. It's just a thing we fucking use as a tool, right? Kind of like everything else. So, you're living in the present. There's no past, there's no future, there's just a now. Whatever's inside your fucking head is just a lie, so don't listen to that fucking voice. Just do what you gotta do and kick some ass. Anyway, my lap is almost done. My dog is put away. And just, you know, the best advice I can give you is just to love yourself. That way, when you do that, you're able to channel the energy into others. If not, you're going to be that sad sap for the rest of the world, and nobody wants that. with that, I'll leave you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing day, or whenever you get to hear this. And just hit me up on the comments. Love you guys.